Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be planting some grass in my backyard for my guinea pigs to eat. Normally I would just dump a whole bunch of seeds down and grow this thick crop of grass, but it wouldn't last very long. One, because I would let the guinea pigs come and eat it all, but two, because even if I did let it grow, since the grass would be growing so close together, it wouldn't grow to full term, since it wouldn't have enough space to grow to full term. So I'm going to grow some grass here, but all spaced out nicely so that it can grow to full term. And the kind of grass that I am going to grow is barley grass, and it's more of like a grain type of grass. Like, it grows tall and then it produces grains and stuff, whereas like it's not like a lawn grass that will like grow to the height of your ankles and then stop growing, and instead grow like outward across your backyard. This is a grass that grows upward and is like used in farming and stuff. But yeah, I did start digging little holes with this, but I think I'm just gonna like physically push the seeds underneath the surface of the dirt with my hands. I think that'd probably be a little easier. Actually, I think I'm gonna poke a hole in the ground with my finger and do it that way, and then put a seed in to the hole that I poked into the ground. Actually, I'm gonna use the shovel. So now I'm going to put some old wire tops from old guinea pig cages over where I've planted the seeds, so that birds can't get in and eat the seeds before they've had a chance to grow. Hi everyone, I am back, and it has been a few months since I first planted this grass. Not long after I planted it, it started to sprout, and then it continued to grow and grow, but alongside it, there were other things that grew and grew, which were a bunch of weeds. So that was a fun process of trying to handle those. There was so many weeds growing in here with the grass that they completely swamped the grass and almost completely covered the cages, which I recorded the process of purging all of the weeds from the grass, which is why all you can see right now is the grass. And on top of that, my dogs also started to chomp on all of the grass that would peek through the top of the cages. So yeah, it's been a bit of an uphill battle with this grass, which I will insert all of the footage in here. Okay, so this is what my little patch of grass looks like now. It has been totally swamped by weeds. In some spots you can't even tell that there were cages once there covering the sprouts. You can there. That one's a bigger cage, so it's poking through the weeds, but the grass has been completely engulfed in weeds. But there is still plenty of grass growing. The weeds haven't totally killed them off, but they're just kind of smothered in there. So what I'm going to do today is pick out as many of these weeds as I can. And also, as you can see, all of the grass that has been poking through the top of the cages has become food for my dogs. They like to eat this barley grass. This is Percy, and the black one who's busy eating the grass is Toby. So I think the current plan that I'm going to do is remove these weeds and then let the grow grass for a little bit longer, and then bring the guinea pigs over here to eat the grass. So yeah, first things first, I'm going to remove as much of this weed stuff as I can. So I think the way that I'm going to do it is by lifting up a cage, removing the weeds from that section, and then putting the cage back down, and then doing the next caged section, and then putting that cage back down, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's the rest of it. Like, that's the cages there, and then this is the part that I removed the cage from. And now I'm just going to go through and carefully pull out the weeds. Oh no, I pulled some out. I have to be more careful. Okay, that was a piece of grass that I accidentally pulled out. I'll feed that to the guinea pigs in a bit. Okay, so that is the first section complete. The remaining grass, because I did pull out a couple by accident, are sort of all leaning down and toppled over each other. I'm sure they were probably using the weeds for support, but I'm hoping that they will be able to gain enough strength to stand up on their own. But yeah, now I'm gonna do the rest. Okay, so that is all of the weeds removed. That took me a little longer than expected. I did it over the course of a few days. I don't know how many wardrobe changes you saw, but there were probably a few, because I would weed a patch and then I'd go do something like look after the guinea pigs, and then I'd run out of time to weed the rest of it. So that's why it was spread across a few days. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give it this grass a week or two to recover and see if it can stand up on its own, because it really was using all of those weeds around them to support themselves and stand up, because right now they're all sort of droopy. I've kind of pulled some of them through the top of the cages so that they have some support, but some of them are just lying directly on the ground. Like the ones in this bigger cage here, they are struggling a bit more than the other ones, just because this cage is higher, so they don't really have much to grab onto. Like this one here is just sort of on the ground, and so is this one. But like this one on the side, I'm able to like prop it up through the wire so that it can stay standing. But yeah, I'll see how they go, and then I will remove the cages, bring the guinea pigs over here and let them feast. But yeah, now that all of those issues are over, it is now time to feed this grass to my guinea pigs. Actually, first things first, I'm going to remove all of these cages and then put a barrier around the grass so that the guinea pigs can't escape when I place them in there. Not that they're going to want to escape, because they're definitely going to be enjoying this grass. I don't think it's going to take long at all for them to eat all of this, but of course, just in case, I don't want them running around my backyard. Okay, so I'm actually super happy with how this has turned out, because when I removed the weeds from all of this, I was really concerned about the grass being able to stand up on their own, because when I removed the weeds, they were really droopy and sort of lying down, but they have regained their strength and are standing up on their own. Because one of my favorite things when bringing my guinea pigs over to a plant to eat is watching the plant move around and shake as the guinea pigs are chewing away at the stem for it to eventually topple over. Kind of like a dinosaur moving through the trees in Jurassic Park. I love a good moment like that, so I was a little concerned I wasn't going to get a moment like that, but now I'm pretty certain I will, because All of this grass is standing up nice and straight, and the guinea pigs are gonna definitely enjoy eating it and moving through it. So now I'm going to put up a little barrier around this patch of grass, and then I'm gonna bring the guinea pigs over. Okay, so there we have it. The grass is now in a cage. Now it is finally time to go get the guinea pigs to bring them over here. Okay, so there we have it. That is the grass field almost completely demolished. There are a few little stumps around that don't really matter, but there is a couple of longer pieces of grass that they left behind. As I was picking up the guinea pigs to move them back into their enclosure, their stomachs felt nice and full, so I just don't think that any of them could fit that last little bit of grass in. So what I'm going to do is shrink the barrier down to just surround that bit of grass there, and then bring over a new handful of guinea pigs to let them demolish that last little bit, because this video cannot end until it is all gone. Okay, so there it is. Now I'm going to bring over a couple more guinea pigs to finish that off. Okay, so it is all completely gone now, pretty much. I looked back on my camera roll to see how long it took them to eat this patch of grass, and it took 1 hour and 1 minute. So yeah, what do you think I should grow here for my guinea pigs to eat next? Let me know in the comments section below. That is everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. The dogs are wondering where all of their grass went.